I have here 3 distinctly different kinds of domesticated rats. First is Felix. She's a teenager rat. She is a fancy rat. This is the kind of rat that you would get at the store. If you wanted a rat that was a pet, you could pick up, play with, get kisses from, and it wouldn't bite you. I've been bitten by a rat before, and if a rat is trying to bite you, then, you'll know it. My first set of rats, took a chunk out of my finger. I don't know if you can see it. Not much light. It's kind of a dent. It was a while ago, but it's still missing. But occasionally they'll nibble, like tasting salt or liquids on your hand. And it tickles, really. It doesn't hurt at all. But so this is the rat that you would get if you wanted a pet rat that you could play with. This is a baby rat. As you can see, there's a small scowl on her back. She's from the feeder bin. She's a jumbo rat. A jumbo rat is a rat that is specifically bred to be extra large so that it can be eaten by snakes and other creatures. But it's a baby, actually. Even though Felix is a teenager, it's already bigger. And in the back here, I have kind of an exotic rat, which is a baby. This is a furless rat. It looks kind of like a person in its lines of having very short to no fur. And it feels like it's about 100 degrees on its surface when you pet it, relative to the other rats. And their fur is not a very good insulator. But all 3 of these rats are great pets. Felix is probably the most accustomed to being handled. This rat doesn't really like to be pet, as you can plainly see, because it's out of the feeder bin. The more I handle it, though, the more it's going to enjoy being handled. I just gave her a bath because she was kind of urine-soaked, because she was sitting in a container by herself. Rats, if you have a rat living in a container by itself, it will develop some grooming problems because rats groom each other in societies of packs of rats on a daily basis. So I washed her off in the sink and washed out the sink afterwards. And now she's looking a lot cleaner, a lot happier. You can also see their pupils, if you look carefully. Don't want to blind them, though. And I got a teeny little Liberty Bell for the rats, too. Sometimes the jumbo rat will fall over backwards when it's grooming itself. But then again, it's, a rat that's been enlarged so that it can be eaten. I wouldn't blame it for having problems with balance. But it's a very nice rat. Even though it's not, a fancy rat like Felix, it's still a domesticated rat, and she's not going to bite you. I've had rats bite me before. Most of the time, if they're tasting, they might taste some of the salt in your hands, but, they're not really biting you. They're all very calm, great pets. I think rats are, among some of the best pets because, they're nice little furry mammals. They will eat pretty much anything that we can eat. They live pretty long relative to how big they are, and they have pretty big brains relative to how big they are. So, I think anyone who is watching this and thinking, oh my gosh, that kid is having rats as pets. That's so weird. Well, it's not really that weird, because this creature, besides a mouse, has got pretty much the biggest brain-to-body ratio of any animal. Although that doesn't always determine, perfect signs of intelligence, but you can obviously see by the way they're social animals, the way they groom each other and communicate with each other by squeaks, that they're pretty intelligent when it comes to their size. And they've been around a lot longer than we have.